The counter attack of the Swarm Spiritborn is currently the strongest Spiritborn build of Diablo 4 Season 14. It utilizes your Ring of Rising Moon to make pestilence swarms orbit around you. With counter attack, many pestilence swarms spawns around you, affecting every enemy with powerful damage or time effects. You can just simply dash through the monsters. If your aspects and gear is good enough, you have an insane speed farm potential because you don't need to stop for monsters. It needs the aspect of pestilence as also the expectation, so it works properly, and harmony of AB Walker is also pretty good, so you get a good amount of extra damage. You also need 30 ranks to Ravager for endless rushing claw charges. I will explain it later to you how you will get it, so make sure to hang on the video. After the quick introduction of the counterattack Spiritborn, we're gonna hop right into the details of the build. If you're wondering how you can hammer evade with your Rushing Claw, there is a simple trick. You just need to get the glyph for your Rushing Claw, which will reset your charges when you have enough ferocity charges. With your evolving claws, using Rushing Claw's last charge will refill 5 charges by consuming 4 stacks of ferocity. So that's cool, but how can you get permanently 4 stacks of ferocity? Well, it's kinda easy. Just get Ravager to 30 ranks, because with 30 Ravager ranks, as you can see, you have a minimum ferocity increased by 4. But okay, how can you get 30 ranks? Just get +4 to gorilla skills or 4 to any skills. I will also show you in a minute how you can get easily your desired amulet that you want, especially with some all skills or some targeted skills. Keep in mind, because we have the gorilla skills with harmony of AB Walker, all of our skills have the gorilla skill tag, and thus far also every single skill of us will benefit from the gorilla skill tag. So that's your first one. Then also get +5 to Ravager at least. It is even better with like a J1, and then you have +6. So then we have 9 ranks. With 15 we have 21 ranks, but we still need more. So that's pretty easily. The rest ranks will come from your set. As you can see, I got 30 ranks right now. I got 3 gorilla skills, 3 to eagle skills. From my charms are 6 skills, plus the 4 from the amulet and the 6 from the Ravager makes in total 30 ranks. I also want to show you a quick guide how you can get your desired all skills amulet pretty easily. As I said, I got a blue amulet now, and now add affix with your skill and corset affix. So keep in mind, you just need to click one time, and then you got kind of skill, and then a second time. So now got your dexterity, and now you can just focus reroll your Adept's Tuning Prism, and then you can just gamble for your skill that one. I got defensive skill, but I also got like checker skill right before that. So you can just focus skills, so you will reroll your skill until you got your desired one. And as you can see, I already got 2 to all skills. So now it is pretty easily. You have now either 2 choices. Either remove the dexterity affixes, because for example the Spiritborn doesn't want to have dexterity on it. You can either go for remove X affixes, and in order to keep all skills you can either choose to reroll it so it is fixed, so you cannot reroll it any longer on the cube. And then when I remove now the affix with Tuning Prism, it will definitely target the dexterity. But if you have already a really good J1, then you just want to go for the J affix, and in order of that you just need to reroll enough times to get rid of your dexterity. Sometimes it can take a bit of try. Yeah, that's pretty easily. Then just get your damage over time affix on it, and then just masterwork your amulet to get more skills. It can be either all skills, it can also be gorilla skills or eagle skills, because that will mean that all of our skills will benefit from it. So that's pretty easily, and that's how you can get Rushing Claw done. How will you generate so many Counterswarm? Well, that's kind of easy. With counterattack, this will generate the Counterswarms, and with the Ring of Rising Moon, it will just orbit around us. So that's pretty easily. Also another tip, I just need to get the classic non-basic mobility skill grants 3 resolves. And casting defensive skills with 8 stacks of resolve increase its damage by 195 or up to 22.5% damage. You need that on your amulet. So in order to that, keep rerolling with your Coolian's Tuning Prism. Should be pretty easily to get this. So speaking of our skill tree, we gonna go quickly through that. We got max ranks into the Ravager as also the Flurry of Claws. So we have a more active cooldown rate when we have the Ravager active. Also with a duration increase, our Ravager is increased. The Vortex with 1000 year storm only because we got the Kree rune that will use our Vortex after we casted a skill with cooldown, and Rushing Claw is a cooldown spell, so we always gonna pull the enemies together with our Vortex. So also knockdown, so it knocks down enemies. Then we also max our Toxic Skin with Scuttleback, so the Toxic Skin cooler is reduced by 3 seconds. While it's active, we will get a lot of armor, so that's really nice. The Toxic Skin duration is increased, so we will get a lot of defense just with Toxic Skin. So then our counterattack, our main puzzle piece of the build, will come with counterattack of the swarm. As I said, this will just generate these pestilence swarms, and then also damage bonus. Counterattack deals 30% increased damage and also damage over time reduction. We're gonna get damage over time reduced effects on us by 20%. So then next up, Rushing Claw with charge increase, also the Evolving Claw, so we can use this permanently and in incarnate duration. And for our ultimate, the Devourer with Spew. The next up, the Devourer with Purification and also with poisoning duration and also with healing, so we're gonna get even more damage with our Devourer. And then also 1 rank into Passive Stomp. It's also Crushing Blow, so we're gonna deal more damage against unstoppable enemies and bosses, and also damage bonus and barrier generation. So we're gonna make use of the Moni Sitch rune. Then we're also gonna use Scourge with Hive Mind, with Weaken, and with Vulnerable. So the cool part with our Talisman, this will get auto-casted, and there are 2 options with our Talismans. Either take the Balazans, it's kind of a bit better for pushing, but the Quarterly's Grace is also pretty good if you're gonna speed farm, because you get a lot of movement speed. But you can take like both of them, but I think I will stay with Balazans because it's way more damage. And also for your unique champ, go for Protein Heart. So we always gonna get more core stats and also gonna get a nice set of attack speed and also life per second. So then for gear, the best part of this build is, as I already said in the introduction, it is kind of cheap and you don't need to get all of these mythic items because it can only have the Harmony of AB Walker, which you want to as a crafted unique. The Ring of Rising Moon is not needed because all of the modifiers can still be in the ancestral version. So get Harmony of AB Walker as a crafted unique, and then for your affixes, go for the Clint's Anvil on your chest. This will get enhanced, as I said, from the amulet. And then also go for counter attack. That's important. This will deal more damage with you. And then go for things like Dex, Max Life, and also Max Life as a temper. You will get around 42k life in general. That's pretty good. And also for your gloves, get the aspect of Insatiable. So you will deal more damage with your centipede, and they will also do more damage against crowd control enemies. Then get aspect of infestation on your weapon, and this means that the pestilence swarms deal the damage over seconds. That's pretty nice. And also go for aspect of supremacy, and every time we're gonna kill enemies, we're gonna get an attack, and we're gonna do more damage. When it ended, we are gonna get even more damage. It's like the old passive from the ultimate. Then also aspect of pestilence, and our pestilence swarms deal increased damage, last long and spread outwards, and yeah, the Ring of Writhing Moon. But then also for pens, go for debilitating toxins. The boots go for apprehension, so the enemy's gonna get more damage, and debilitating toxins means we're gonna get less damage. Now in general, for your affixes which you should aim to get, as you can see already here on my weapon and on my gloves, vulnerable damage multiplier will be the best, and also the one that we want to crit and to have a GA. Damage over time multiplier, poison damage multiplier, and also damage over time. That's your best ones. Don't get any attack speed, don't get any crit chance, any crit strike damage, because you won't benefit from that, because damage over time cannot crit. And then the Ring of Writhing Moon is there to reduce the cooldown of all of your eagle skills. For defense affixes, get max life on pants and on your chest, and for your rest and basket damage over time where you can get it, and then also get your all skills or gorilla skills or eagle skills on your amulet, get your plus counter attack on your chest and your plus ravager skills on your boots. So then also our rune words are Skilltree for the vortex skill, because we're always going to cast Rushing Claw as a cooldown spell. This will trigger a lot of times, and also Moni Sitch after we cast 2 mobility skills, which is our Rushing Claw, we're gonna cast the concussive stomp. For a spiritual, as I said, gorilla and eagle. So for a Paragon board, we're gonna start with the Menagerist, and the next board we will get Convergence with the Festa rune. Then we're gonna get the Kenny rune with Drive, and then we're gonna get the Bane rune with your Revealing, and then we're gonna get the Consumption Cliff with Bitter Medicine. After that, try to get your radius on all of your cliffs, and then go for things like your max life, some auras, and some other stats, and after that, max out your radius of your cliff. And when you have done that, just take the last points whatever you want. For the mercenary, take Sumo with more damage over time, and take your here with your Crown Slam or Shield Charge or your Bastion. I hope I could show a pretty cool build guide. I will do, I think, 1 or 2 more Spiritborn builds, but it was mainly to get some nice speed farm out there. I will do more Druid builds, and yeah, I'm still kind of playing this season, but cannot do that so active right now because the renovation of my house. So, if you like the video, please leave a like and a sub, and also write down your current builds on the comments down below. Until the next video, bye.